This week we're gonna be talking about Alien Covenant. We all three went to go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So right off the top, before we talk about it and discuss it and refresh it in our minds, I want to get your initial reactions, even though it's been like 4 days. Mister, 1 out of 10, or 1 through 10.
8.59.
8.59.
Around that.
Like 8.59?
8.5 like to
8.59 is such a weird.
like the decimal out of 100
to
or
like
It's just not quite an 8.6.
just an 8.5 to like a a 9.
All right.
Okay. I give it a solid 8.
Solid 8. All right.
Solid 8.
I would actually. Wow, this is kind of surprising. I want to give it a 7.5, and I really like this movie. Except there was a lot of it that kind of made like. Ugh.
Yeah.
See, okay, like I liked it. I'm rating it on just as an Alien movie, but like as a movie itself, I'd say like a 7 because there's a lot of things.
Yeah, you see,
There's a lot of things that's just like
leaving the theater. My first reaction to this movie was, I even told you this movie's gonna be on FX real quick. I said that because I'm like, I give this movie maybe a 6.5, 7. But the thing is, I think once thinking about it more, like, it was your traditional Alien movie. It was exactly what it was supposed to be.
I don't know. The thing with me that I liked it. The visuals and everything was great, but
the kills were really good.
That was really good.
It
It
was
brutal. They wasn't like they just died. It was like, oh no, they died.
It was a graphic,
destroyed.
brutal movie, and it was glorious.
But I think the whole there's some stuff that was just kind of like, oh, you kind of had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Yeah, and I think, but at the same time, I think that's what they were going for. In some
Predictable.
scenes, where it's like predictable, because then towards the end, there was that whole scene. Spoiler alert, by the way, with Walter and David, where everyone's like, "Oh, that's David." Like we all knew it was.
You
David.
saw that coming from.
Yeah,
So we
because it
expected
was
him to
super
do
beyond
something like
obvious.
the whole ending scene when it's Danny McBride and the chick fighting the alien. We expected David to like help the alien, and then once
he didn't, I was like, maybe he just waiting to do something. Maybe he has something. Because I thought he had one of the little xenomorphs, and I guess he didn't. I was, I guess he's not doing anything yet, and then he did something. I was like, oh, okay, now he's doing something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they kind of do that. It's like, it's that anticipation, which does make good thrillers, because that's what a thriller is. It's anticipation. I wouldn't say, like, yeah, there was 1 or 2 pop-out scenes, but I wouldn't say this movie was like, oh my god, scary. Because, the first Alien movie was like horror, sci-fi.
I didn't find this movie scary at all. It was just a good, solid movie.
Yeah, those solid Alien.
Those xenomorphs were. I mean, they're
the
creepy.
white ones were.
Oh, those things were
Yeah.
creepy.
This movie, okay, so
which is what I'm guessing they were supposed to be.
I think they're called neomorphs or something.
Yeah,
they're like a different hold on their
this
name.
movie.
Zeomorphs, I think that's what it is.
This movie started off like at a really good pace, and it wasn't really slow. And then towards the middle, there was just way too much dialogue. Nothing really even happened. It was just,
I used to you keep
was
saying that,
backfill.
but I don't. What part in the middle is that?
Yeah.
When they get to when David like rescues the team.
There's like probably like 10 minutes of dialogue, and then it goes back to after. Then the chick gets murdered.
It wasn't 10 minutes. It was like a good solid half hour.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was not,
yeah,
dude.
It was.
It was like a good like 10, maybe 15 minutes.
Top.
Max,
Well, it seemed way longer than that.
It wasn't even like, oh, this is just filler. It was like actual, like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah,
because we go into the city, and then there was the whole scene where David kills that entire planet.
At first, that was my first reaction, and then.
Well, your first reaction is dumb.
I was tired that day. But like the thing with me is that I like filler and like backstories in movies because it sets up. It sets up the plot.
Which is why I hate J.J. Abrams movies.
So that's
the
why
mystery box.
That's why my first initial reaction from this movie was like a 6.5, 7. But thinking about it more, you guys are right. I agree with you. That's why I give it now an 8 because it boosted it up in my point of view.
Yeah.
But then the movie ended really strong as well.
Yeah.
The movie ended really strong and it was really
good. It left off good cliffhanger. Now, I like cliffhangers, but sometimes it's just like having a single cliffhanger is fine. But there was so many other unanswered questions. Yeah. And that's why I kind of rated it a little lower. Like I would say like 7.5.
I don't know. To me, that cliffhanger wasn't much of a cliffhanger. You kind of already have an idea what's going to happen. They all die.
You think there'll be
Well,
a
that
sequel?
xenomorph, he put that thing in the incubator.
What's his name? The guy who directed Jerry. Was it Jerry Bruckheimer? I don't remember.
But a sequel directly to this movie.
Something Scott, Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott.
Jerry Bruckheimer. This isn't Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dude, I don't know why. They're all like old white guys who've been doing this forever. That's why. Lump them all together.
Racist.
Ridley Scott. What other movies has he done? I'm trying to remember.
All Aliens, Gladiator.
Supposedly, I think they said he was originally supposed to do a Justice League movie. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the
Forever
one with
ago.
Nicolas Cage.
What?
No, it wasn't
Nicolas
that. It was
Cage
something
was in it?
else.
No, yeah, it was supposed to be and Steel, Shaquille O'Neal Steel.
Ew.
Yeah, that was all supposed to be teamed up. But anyways, I really don't get me wrong. I loved it, and as I said, I will back up what I said. Danny McBride is an action star.
I still don't. He didn't
He
do
much
enough.
He didn't do it. Like he was in the movie, but he didn't have like a big old role in the movie.
No, he didn't. But I think at the same time, that's what I liked about it.
It was
Because
subtle.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't just. throw
Never
him in
mind.
there.
I said it wrong. George Miller, whoever the hell that is, was supposed to do a Justice League movie way back in like 2007 or something.
George Miller is he the one that directed Deadpool? Or is that Tim Miller?
No idea.
George Miller? No, he did Happy Feet and Mad Max.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Tim Miller is one of those Millers. I don't know.
One of the other boys.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I really liked it, and
Yeah.
this is classic dirty sci-fi, which is what it's called. Where it's like nothing looks clean. You know, there's some like, for instance, that movie Passengers.
Babe.
With like how everything looks clean, all the edges are clean. It looks super futuristic.
This movie
looks like, okay, it's the future and we can travel through space. Why does everything look so dirty?
Because
they went.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you
No,
look
but
at
that's what I'm talking about. That's that type of genre of sci-fi,
like dirty how?
like greasy, like everything looks like.
well, yeah,
the
because
mining
it makes
colony
it
and
makes
everything.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense though, because if you look at it realistically, they're not gonna clean that whole damn ship.
No, and I get
True.
that. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that's why it's called dirty sci-fi.
Yeah.
That's why those movies are called dirty sci-fi. It's like, you know, you look at like their computers and their computers look like old ass shit. But it's because, you know, it's sci-fi from like back in the 60s and 70s.
It's funny that you mentioned Passengers too. Like this movie reminded me like exactly of Passengers. It was basically
Get
Passengers.
the fuck out of here.
It was Passengers with an alien in it.
No.
I didn't even watch Passengers, and I know you're
Nothing
wrong.
like Passengers with an alien in it.
Yeah.
Well, do they
Wait,
do they bang each other
he
like
said-
50
He
times?
said, I've never even seen Passengers and I know you're wrong.
How would you know? Okay, well,
I've seen
storyline
bits
wise,
and parts of that terrible movie.
storyline wise, it was kind of like Passengers, where they're like, you know, they're
Smashing?
No, they're doing like a big old like human cryo sleep migration.
Yeah, that's like in every sci-fi movie.
No, it's not.
Dude, Event Horizon, the original Aliens, Pandorum. Which is a
Okay.
great movie if you've never seen it.
3.
There's 100 more I could probably name that have that same plot.
All right, we'll do that off camera.
All right. And I'm more than glad to prove you wrong on this part. 'Cause
Okay.
of all the movies, you could have picked Pandorum. Event Horizon, he's in one of the old alien movies. You picked that one?
That's because it's the most recent. It came
Yeah,
to
it's
mind
also
first.
the crappiest.
Shut up.
But
It came to mind first. Okay?
Other than that, it has nothing to do with it. It's nothing like Aliens besides the subplot. They're
Exactly.
trying to start, dude. Freaking, what's that movie with all right, Matthew McConaughey, Interstellar. That's the same thing. They have all those embryos. That one was recent and not bad.
I didn't watch the movie. It was too
Yeah,
science. I heard it was
was
too
kind
science.
of
bad. It was kind of bad.
No, was it?
Yeah, it was. And
What did it get?
they were traveling by themselves
Compare who?
in Interstellar.
There was
Matthew
no. They
McConaughey.
had a bunch of embryos.
No, he went to I don't know where did he go? In the future? Like,
Yeah, he went through that time dimension
Yeah.
rift. Yeah, but originally when it's the crew of like 4 of them, they have like a box of embryos, and that's why what's her name, Anne Hathaway, goes to that other planet to start human civilization because
Yeah,
they
but they don't have a big old
die.
ship like in this movie.
Rotten
They do it.
Tomatoes.
And it's Passengers.
Rotten Tomatoes 31 for Passengers, and for Interstellar 71.
There you go. Oh,
Dude,
justified by Rotten Tomatoes.
Interstellar was just way too long.
No, it's because
Interstellar was
it
way
wasn't an
too
action
long.
movie. That's why.
No, not even.
You
Just
like-
because.
Fast and the Furious type movies.
The first couple ones, yeah.
Oh, just a little bit.
Not the last one.
But anyways, that's beyond the point. Like
Yeah.
I said, going back to Alien Covenant.
Passengers.
And you guys both had never seen Prometheus, huh?
I
think I've seen it, but I think I've seen bits and parts. Like I barely remember anything.
Because you see, Prometheus was the same, where it was good, but it was just left with so many unanswered questions.
I don't know. For this movie, there wasn't questions that I was like, "What?" I kind of already had an idea of what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So.
It's because you knew, like, especially at the cliffhanger at the end, like he said, you saw it coming. So even if you had unanswered questions, you knew they weren't going to be answered. So it's not like, oh my god.
I guess the big question is why? Why is David doing this?
Because remember he said that we're not allowed to create life.
Yeah, we don't deserve it. Yeah,
but I want to be different. I want to.
It still doesn't make sense to me. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because he doesn't have the ability to make life, so he wants to.
What the hell happened to Walter?
What do you mean?
He must have killed him.
Walter who?
Walter the other android?
The other android.
Oh,
there's androids in this movie, by the way.
Yeah, he must have killed him. He went for the knife. That was super. That was the most obvious thing. You just cut after that. Just after he was going for the knife and he was talking to him.
Yes, but that like I said, that was the point of that.
Yeah,
you were supposed to know that was David.
Yeah.
So and it's just like you said. Oh my God, he's gonna do something on the ship. And I know you're like, this is so predictable, but you were expecting something to happen while they're fighting that.
Yeah, and then after that
happened.
And then I was like, okay, now maybe now he's gonna do something.
Your prediction is wrong.
I had two. Okay, after that, once
you can't say that because after that it was like 3 minutes, and then we find out he's evil.
No, because after he didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, maybe he's gonna do something. Maybe he's gonna kill them, or maybe he has a little xenomorph.
Yeah, that doesn't make it predictable.
Well, I mean, he did having a xenomorph, not a little one, but he had an embryo.
Yeah, I guess your predictions suck.
He had 2 embryos.
He had 2 embryos.
How did he throw that?
But you know, and that was like the nail thing. Remember you said like, oh, that nail's gonna play a big part in the movie. It did nothing.
I know.
It absolutely had no part.
They made it
the nail that's a necklace.
Yeah.
For those of you that saw it.
They made it seem like it was gonna be something like because you know they always do that where it's like and it comes back later as to help them. Or something.
And she used it,
and
but it was
come back later was the whole cabin in the woods thing. Like, will you help me build my cabin? He's just like, what? It's like Walter or David.
That's what she figured. That's what she figures out. It was David.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if it was Walter, he would have remembered.
Oh yeah,
I will. Why didn't he just be like, yeah?
I don't know, man.
Because he was startled. He was like, sure.
Or maybe he wanted to be a douche and was like, ha, you're trapped in there. You can't come out now.
That's basically what he did.
Yeah, I know he did.
You know what character I thought was like? No, I didn't think this was like a dumb part. I was just like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Was Danny McBride's wife in the movie?
Oh yeah.
How she locked that chick in the room and thing, and she's the reason they all almost die. Herself.
Oh yeah, because she blew up the ship like an idiot.
Because she goes, the contain need to be like together, and the other girl like.
But she gets blood all over her face, and it's like, oh, well, I'm not contained. I know how to do this.
Yeah,
like, you're crazy, lady.
Like the contaminated have to be like contained like to themselves.
Yeah.
And then the other girl wasn't even contaminated.
All right.
It was just like
If they would have got back on that ship, that one dude would have gotten that xenomorph out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question then. What was your favorite death? Like your favorite kill?
Mine was a second kill where the xenomorphs are coming out of the bodies and you see it coming out of the guy's mouth.
Yeah, and all his guts start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
In the second one, the kidneys came out, but no, the first one. But I like my favorite was the one of that chick who was like wetting her arms because she knew it was there.
Oh yeah.
She knew it was there, and then she turned around slowly. That thing just way bigger. And then like when they
I'm
come
not sure
back
if
to
it's a girl or a guy. I think it's a guy, but it might have been a girl. When they're when they're in the field and the xenomorphs come right before David comes out and helps, and like they're shooting one of them, and the xenomorph just slashes. Like,
yeah, what the hell happened to that dude?
Yeah.
His whole mouth just comes off.
Yeah, like his whole bottom jaw just gets torn off. I was like, holy shit, I was not expecting that.
Yeah. I don't, but like the cool thing with
or even the dude with the acid all over his face, that was pretty crazy too.
Well, how did he
but
die
that wasn't
again?
a death though.
No, but I'm just saying that scene was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The shower scene was pretty.
Yeah, there was a shower scene that just like went
no
straight through
nudity though. Just
there was nudity.
Oh, did they?
Well, I mean, when they came back and showed the body, you saw her dead body, naked body. That was about it. But that freaking thing, I kind of had a feeling. I thought it was gonna go through his chest. I didn't think it was gonna
go through. It went straight to like.
And then it came out of his mouth. I was like, oh.
And it was like I thought the tail, because they showed the tail going under.
I was like, oh.
And then so I thought like, oh, he's gonna like pull both of them.
Yeah, I started grabbing my crotch. I was like, oh no, it's coming.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the little mouth head thing comes out and then
out of the dude's mouth from behind.
Yeah. Like, oh.
I didn't. You know, if I saw that and I was her, I would have ran.
She just stood there and screamed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you see, Mr. does this all the time where he's like, if that was me, I would have done this. Mr. No, you wouldn't have. You would have been paralyzed in fear because you just saw the love of your life get a little tiny baby alien.
No, okay, before that, what I'm saying before that, when she saw that thing, because it waited. Because she saw it and then she freaked out and then she backed up. She had time to run.
Oh,
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But the question is, would you have done it?
Yeah, who cares else? I'll buy, dude.
Bye, love of my life.
Bye,
Hey, man,
wife.
he's dead. That thing's right behind him.
Bye, wife.
Sorry.
Dang, you're ruthless.
Well, they're dead. They're basically dead at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, like, overall, like I said, I like the movie. I just think it could have been
A lot better.
not
Not
even
a
a
lot,
lot.
yeah,
better.
not a
No,
lot.
yeah,
It
just a
could've-
little better.
It could have been better.
It could have been better, but
I
it
mean,
was-
but then again, that goes to like a lot of movies we'll watch, and it'll be like, oh man, like if I would have done that one part, you know, like in your head, you're thinking, I would just change that. But that's all retrospect, you know. That's all like
yeah.
after you have already seen it.
There's somebody that's gonna be like, oh, this movie's the best. Like that lady from your work who said The Fate of the Furious was the
Oh,
best
God.
movie ever. Oh my
Hey,
god.
man.
I saw a Facebook update where somebody was at the movie theaters and they said this movie was the greatest movie of all time, highly recommended, and it was for King Arthur.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna start hanging out with her.
I'll show you guys the post later. It's super funny.
Why
I
would
mean,
you spend your money on that?
Alien Covenant, though, after talking about it, if you could predict how the next movie plays out, what do you think the story is?
Well, I'm gonna say
And Ridley Scott, not Jerry Bruckheimer, said he's gonna do another one. I think he's doing like 2 more.
Really?
That follow this same storyline.
I'm guessing. I mean,
You
a
know,
couple years probably. Just
to
like
be honest,
Prometheus in this one.
To be honest, I think maybe he might end up going to the planet still that they're originally going to. Because remember how they said Earth was basically crap?
yeah,
That was the
yeah.
whole reason why they're leaving.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's gonna
Do
go
you
to,
think this chick continues on in the next part?
or maybe I think she's gonna continue on and he's gonna keep her in captivity, and all those other people, they don't know that he's bad.
Yeah, like
And
you
I
can
think-
easily tell Danny McBride, who's like the pilot of the ship, hey, yeah, she died in her
Exactly,
Oh,
and then you know, since there's how many, like 2,000 over 2,000 that go to that planet,
Yeah.
and he can plant.
And not to
Those-
mention they have like another. I think they said like 4,000 embryos.
Yeah,
for
they
next
could
generation.
plant those
Jeez.
those 2 out of those
Yeah.
2. He can make 2 of them, and then he said he had the vials. Remember, of the stuff that in air and it goes in
Yeah.
other.
You know what I like?
Oh.
I like all the. I don't know why I just remember this, but I also like all the variations of aliens that were made on that planet. Because remember when he said he released it? There was the ones that got into the aliens, and there was the ones that got into like the bugs and like the other insects. So like
Yeah.
there was some that looked like giant flies.
Yeah.
There was some like and like they just evolved into whatever was around them.
And maybe those
Yeah.
might come out in the next movie or something. But yeah, I'm assuming he's just gonna use all those 2,000 people as, because you remember how they said like some of them get used as incubators. So yeah, they might be used as incubators. Like the thing might go into them, and next thing you know, boom.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's true. That's crazy.
I'm just trying to think.
That's a lot of aliens.
Will they have maybe like a whole new like group of protagonists that aren't from the 2000 come into the movie?
I don't know.
Or do you
Sigourney
think- or do you
Weaver's
think-
gonna come back?
Or do you think they contain everything
I
to
don't
like the
think
ship?
so.
I'm joking. I don't think she will ever come back. She might get mentioned, like if it's like passed around their time. Like what was
or like
it?
her parent is one of the 2000 people.
What's the name? Because I know in the game
Yeah.
it's her daughter.
Is her daughter.
You think
She's looking
McBride
around.
comes back?
I think McBride will come back,
Yeah.
and he has like a bigger part in the next movie.
I think so too. Yeah, I could see that. Him
Yeah.
coming back like as a big like
Like
hero.
yeah,
or something.
because like I said, he's probably not gonna do the
'Cause-
whole incubation thing
I
until
mean, like
later. He's gonna let
if
them.
David
think.
wakes them
Yeah.
up, and they're like, "Where's the crew?" And he's like, "Oh, mysterious circumstances." They're gonna question David.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? They're gonna ask Mother what happened. It's a ship. It's not gonna lie to them like David will.
Unless because he's an android, he could probably like program Mother to
I still don't think
do
he's gonna
something
be able
or
to
say
'cause
something differently.
I don't know. I don't think
Huh?
it would.
I don't think it would work that way.
Really?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure like one of those 2,000 people have security codes that can.
What I want to know is
Probably.
how the
Because Dave
hell.
at the end is still just an android.
Okay, what I want
So
to
I'm
know.
pretty sure the people would have made security measures. Like,
Yeah, what I
hey,
want.
he doesn't have the security level to override everything.
Because they had Walter before, so they
hold
probably
on.
did that.
That whole override thing confused me because he was never on that ship. He was never had nothing to do with any of that. But when he was on the ship, he said, "Code, David, code, blah blah blah." I was like, how the hell does he have access to that? He wasn't even on the
But
ship.
I think
originally.
it's also because the ship itself is from Wayland Enterprises.
Oh.
Remember, he was like Wayland's grand creation. Who was the guy? And you see in Prometheus, Wayland comes out. He's like an old, that same guy he was talking to.
Mhm.
It's him, that guy, but he's like an old, gross dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see, that scene Prometheus. Yeah,
Dang.
and an alien tears him apart.
Yeah.
Or no, I think one of the creator, the big old giant dudes, tears him apart or something like that.
Mm.
But no, it was. You know what I like too? I like that death, the first one where like his back was just exploding.
And like the
Got a
blood
little,
of
like,
mist, like the
Yeah.
mist of blood comes out. Yeah. Oh, it was so
I was
good.
like, what the heck was
It was
that?
super bloody in there. That was
It
a
was
super
a
bloody
lot of
scene.
blood.
His kid, when it came out of his back, his kidneys and some other crap came out.
Comes
I was
out,
like, oh.
yeah.
And that girl was freaking the heck out in the room.
I would be
Yeah.
too.
Dude, Danny McBride's wife is so dumb. Because she slipped in the thing, remember?
Yeah, and then it got her leg messed up, and then she
And then
she shot at the freaking tank like an idiot. I was like,
And then
she's gonna shoot it.
And then she blew up the
The
ship.
damn ship.
Yeah.
And then you see her try to like get up and roll around like in the fire, and then
Yeah, that
she
was
just
like a
falls
funny.
down.
She came out of the fire like just burning.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
that
it's
was
like a funny, but okay.
That's messed up. But I was
Yeah.
like, I thought it was funny. I was like, holy crap, why is she coming out?
Yeah, because she wasn't dead yet, and then she finally died.
And that guy was just like, my wife. He was just out there. And he's like,
Yeah.
come on, we gotta go.
Danny McBride.
That guy, I didn't like that guy. That guy was a douche from the beginning.
Who?
I didn't care that he died, to be honest.
Who?
The main captain guy, he was a douche.
Oh.
Why was he a douche?
He was just a dude. Like in the beginning, I was like, I don't like you. Like he already like he said a few things, and I was just like,
Oh yeah, when
shut up,
when
don't
she-
be one.
when
Like
they
I was like,
went
he's
in
one
the-
of those
Or
characters.
it's like when James Franco burned to death, and he was like, and I told you that's James Franco, and you guys were like, yeah, whatever, and then you saw it was James Franco. everybody in the theater was like, oh my god, it's James Franco.
Everybody in the theater started laughing because it was
Yeah.
James Franco.
It's weird because Danny McBride, James Franco, one of them's got to be there. But yeah, the
And then the captain gives that whole typical, "We never should have came here" line.
and that
Yeah.
pissed me off too because I was like,
It was
these,
his idea.
These
Yeah, it was his
freaking
idea.
lazy idiots. It's all their fault that they died. Because well, I don't want to go back in the incubator. Wait 7 years. Oh, no, let's just go.
No, they didn't want to go back right away.
Yeah, and to cry on sleep.
Because remember, James Franco had just literally died.
They
in an
all want,
incubator.
regardless, they all had the same fate. They're gonna die.
They didn't know they were gonna die.
Okay, well the
They
minute
should have known they were gonna die.
There's no way to know.
Strange, off, weird planet that out of nowhere just popped up on the
Literally,
radar.
that is your mission.
yeah, okay, it popped up on the radar and some weird transmission. Nah, screw you. If you're stuck on that island or planet, you did that yourself. I'm not coming
All
to
right.
help you.
Do you think Walter was right or wrong when he said it was just a freak accident, the solar flare, or do you think David had something to do with?
What do you mean the solar flare?
The solar flare that caused the ship to mess up, which caused them to wake up.
Well, they said that thing, there's no way you could get her past it.
Yeah, there's like that happens when it happens. There's like no way around.
But I don't think there's a way for you to
How
manipulate it and create it.
suspicious is it? This dude's from the future and can create aliens.
He didn't
Pretty
create
sure
them.
he
He found a
was-
way. He found the crap that was already on the planet.
He was on a superior planet. Oh, okay. This is something you guys might also not know. There's like a. I'm not sure if it's like a short story or if it's a comic, but those giant dudes that he kills, that David kills.
Yeah.
Those are like they're called the engineers. That's what they're called. They're the ones that create life everywhere. Because supposedly there's other planets with life on them, and they're the ones that create us as well. Just because like I think it's like our planet's smaller or bigger or whatever, and like we're a little closer to the sun than their planet is. Like
Okay.
gravity has made us shorter or whatever.
Sure.
All right. So there's a backstory where the reason engineers hate people is because they one time they had came and then they like lost us, like we were like a lost colony. No, we were a lost colony. And so when they finally came
Lost
back,
cause.
We are.
when they finally came back, it was around 0 AD, and so they sent like one of their big leaders to come down to Earth to show us the ways, and we crucified him 33 years later. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus, yes. Supposedly we killed their Jesus.
Huh?
Well.
And so that's why they hate us.
Wouldn't
With
be the-
Prometheus, they absolutely hate us.
Wouldn't be the first time.
But yeah, it's like, which is funny, because then David comes and kills them all. But anyways, I don't know why I decided to tell you guys, but that's the whole backstory to why the engineers hate us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So after discussing it, does your score still hold up?
Yeah.
As an alien movie and all that, just looking at it, an 8.5. As a movie itself, I'd give it like a 7.
All right, Abraham.
I'm sticking with my original 8. I think it holds up.
I'll stick with my 7.5. You were gonna add something?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, ever since we've seen it, I've had time to think about it, and yeah, I give it an 8.
Yeah,
solid.
I really liked it. I liked it more than Prometheus, and I didn't hate Prometheus. I was probably in the few that actually did like Prometheus. Because I thought Prometheus had enough going to where, like, yeah, sure, there was some stuff missing, but I mean, it was fine.
It's worth checking out in theaters.
Oh, definitely worth checking out.
Like if you go watch this movie in theaters, it's not gonna be like, oh, it was a waste of money. I could have waited.
Yeah, it's not a movie that you kind of don't want to watch. Like you watch it on TV and it's like you get bored of it. There's a lot of movies like that where like it's only good in theaters, and when you watch it in like on your TV or whatever, it's like, oh god, this movie sucks.
Right.
If you watch it in theaters, you'll be entertained. If you watch it like on a Sunday rainy afternoon, you got nothing else going on, you'll probably be like, this movie's kind of dragging. Or
that's like every Marvel movie is only decent when you watch it in theater, and then when you watch it and again you're like, okay, actually that's just in Marvel in general. You watch a movie and then you watch it again, you're like, oh crap. You never realized there was so much terribleness in this entire movie.
Marvel is awesome, bro.
All right. Well, that being said, that's gonna be it for our Alien Covenant review. Overall, pretty positive. Good job, Ridley Scott or Jerry Bruckheimer, whichever old bastard made this movie.
Ridley Scott.
I know it was Ridley Scott. Calm down, mister. Next week we'll be watching Pirates of the Caribbean and Baywatch. $10 is Baywatch is better than Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Are you serious, dude? A freaking rock movie with Zac Efron, Alexandria Daddario.
So take the bet.
Did you see on Stranger Tides?
So take the bet.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I never bet. I never bet.
Coward.
I'm not a gambler.
Not gambler.
Gambling's illegal.
No, it's not. Oh, for you, you're.
It's a wager. It's not a gamble.
No, you can be. How old do you have to be to buy lotto tickets? 18?
Yeah.
No, but to go to a casino, you gotta be 21.
We're not at a casino. Choo-choo.
Well, that's gambling. Gambling is illegal.
Alright, anyways, the morals of gambling aside, till next week when we come back for another review, we're the Popcorn Pimps, and we're out.
We're out.